Hello everyone and welcome back to Vox Adventures. Got the... What? Oh, for God's sake! Please don't tell me it's fallen again. Yes, Alex? I don't believe this. So, the fact of the matter is Greenleaf should not have fallen and they could not revive it, so here we are. I ended up founding it again. Well, it had been Deegan the first time. And of course they gave me money and they gave me plots, but guess what? The plots didn't work as intended. And it would not go beyond the beyond the spawn area. You seen this spot here? It wouldn't go past it. The plots wouldn't go past this spot. I had been given 10 and guess 10 for 5 plots, and guess what? Wouldn't go beyond that spot. So we've just elected to leave it as it is. On the grounds that I'm the only one using it. I mean, if everyone else would just stop with the fad game of the hour that is Valorant, that would be great. Yeah, so anyway, got Anne of West Philly, well, what can I say about it? She's not Canadian and she's not a redhead. So those are two bad things already about it. If not haven't gotten that far into it. Like the miracle on, like the Secret Garden on 81st Street, it does not employ chapters like Meg, Joe, Beth, and Amy does. And I can't see a reason as to not include chapters. In fact, I don't see a reason for it to not just be set in Canada. In fact, I've noticed something frightening. The Secret Garden set in India and Britain. Anne of Green Gables set in Canada. Miracle on 81st... No. The Secret Garden on 81st Street. Settings changed to New York. Anne of West Philly. Guess where it's set. Yeah, it's like, oh, kids won't read something that's not set in America. Oh, jeez. Yeah, forgot to get the Phoenix and Race back. Ask it in case I need it. Yeah, as I said about Valorant, it's just a fad game. It will go the way of others. They always do. Well, okay, with uh, the secret garden on the secret garden on 81st Street. I guess I can see, not including the British Raj because well, it doesn't exist anymore. But still, Mary, Mary's parents could have been living in a different. Mary and her parents could have been living in a different country altogether. And she could have still gone to live with her uncle in Britain. Excuse me. It doesn't. I mean, Meg, Joe, Amy, and Beth gets a pass because, well, it was set in America to begin with. Little women. Secret Garden on 81st Street, well, yes, it does make good use of the setting, of the New York setting, but, Britain has has its own good use of settings. I mean, London has a zoo, doesn't it? I mean, Britain has zoos, it has museums, has art galleries. A couple of minutes ago I had a dream about my grandpa. Just him being here, meeting Alex. I think Alex would have liked him more than he does my mom's boyfriend. That glorified murderer. Hate big game hunting. Hate it, hate it, hate it. And Alex, just from him being touched by that guy, he didn't react kindly to it. He once touched Alex, and Alex responded by biting his arm. And then batting his arm a few times. If he was a good person, Alex wouldn't have responded that way. Well, of course, my mom doesn't see it. Just don't trust him. Come on. So I was browsing the marketplace on Minecraft Bedrock last night. And sadly there's no cryptozoology mashup pack, not a cryptozoology world, but there is a cryptid skin pack. The Mothman, the Jersey Devil, no, it doesn't really look like it. The Greys, you know, aliens. Goatman and Bigfoot. And they come in 5 different colors, so in total that's 25 skins. And while it's good, while it's good as a skin pack like that, it's bit disappointing no one's made a cryptozoology related world or mashup pack. Hell, I'd actually enjoy an HP Lovecraft type world, because I know there's a Lovecraft themed skins, and I'd even enjoy a mashup pack. I just think that doing something like when you get a mashup pack, you get a lot of things. You get a world, you get skins, you get music, you get textures. I don't know, just where would I even, I don't know, guess the skins would just be if you want to wear them. I don't really go in for the skin packs. You don't get as much use of them as you do out of a mashup pack or a world. With mashup packs, you get skins, textures, music, a world. You get the whole thing. Skins, it's just like, okay, we've got them. And I do have the Lovecraft skin pack. I just wish there was a texture pack. Well, just a mashup pack that it came with. Yeah, speaking of adventure worlds, there's an Aladdin themed adventure world. Just by looking at the costuming, for the Aladdin skin, it's pretty obviously based off of the Disney one. It's not the same colors. Well, yeah, it's actually pretty close to the live action one. But yeah, it's I don't know, maybe stand on your own 2 feet without you know, going after imitating the Disney look, be it animated or live action, just stand on your own 2 feet. And if you're gonna base it off of an adaptation, Lord knows there's been adaptations of Aladdin besides the Disney one. I quite liked the Fairy Tale Theatre version, directed by Tim Burton. Had Leonard Nimoy as the evil Moroccan sorcerer. It was very, very good. Oh, and James Earl Jones as both of the genies was excellent. A type of casting that would be revisited with John Leguizamo in the Arabian Nights miniseries. I've not seen it, but I'd like to see that miniseries. Hell, if I was the one working on that world, I probably would have looked at the illustrations from my copy of Tales from Arabian Nights. I think that's a. I have no idea. You know, all things considered, I'm actually kind of enjoying it. Even if it does have the feelings of Anne not being a redhead and Anne not being Canadian. I mean, those are two reasons that Nolan Montgomery just owned a screen adaptation that was made in her lifetime. Another being the liberties in general. Oh, jeez, what's this? Ah, domesticated creeper. Interesting. Honestly, I just kind of wanted Disney look for many famous literary characters to be. I don't know, when people just do that, it's just. You know, it's tiring, it's uninspired, it's lazy. It's a lot of things. honestly, I don't know. It's just I feel like Disney doesn't really have a lot of good character designs. Costuming wise. Occasionally they do, and occasionally they do not. I love that they made Jafar in Disney's Aladdin look like around Conrad Veidt, who played Jafar in The Thief of Baghdad, but um, I don't know. The costuming seems a bit on the nose. I really feel that they should have maybe tried taking inspiration from one of Conrad Veidt's costumes in The Thief of Baghdad. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the red and black color scheme, it's a bit cliche. And that turban is just absurd with its size. The turbans that Conrad Veidt wore in A Thief of Baghdad, they weren't absurd in size. They were pretty common. You know, they weren't huge. They were just something that anyone would wear. So they were kind of modest, really. And when Jafar arrives in Basra, he's wearing a very nice combination of a red turban and the rest being white. So that would have been really good instead of just going with this stereotypical red and black evil color scheme. And another thing I'm not particular. Oh jeez. Conrad Veidt himself was a pretty good looking man. I don't really understand why they had to make the character of Jafar a unflattering caricature. Oh jeez. fact, it seems a bit prejudiced when you think about it. Well, let's see here. How do I put this? Well, you have Aladdin, who's apparently physically modeled after Tom Cruise. You know, an American actor. And meanwhile, you have Jafar, who's modeled after a German actor. I don't know, I might be putting too much thought into it, but I really think there's original Disney's animated Aladdin is racist a bit, but add the fact that they modeled Aladdin after Tom Cruise, and Jasmine, I think, was modeled after her animator's sister, who thus is American as well, while the villain gets modeled after a German actor. Excuse me. You know, as Minecraft mashup packs go for Bedrock, I think an interesting idea would be to, I don't know, recreate film sets. I mean, we kind of got that with Star Wars, Pirates of the Caribbean, and others, I'm sure. I think there's a Toy Story one, which isn't really... Well, you get the idea, but a live action film set, and the Ten Commandments, or one of those epic films of yesteryear, would be a pretty interesting choice to go, especially to go larger than life. I mean, obviously I thought of the Ten Commandments because it's that time of year. Easter is coming up. Yeah, but on the other hand, my favorite screen adaptation of the Exodus is actually the 1995 film Moses, which starred Ben Kingsley as Moses, had Frank Langella as Merneptah, David Suchet as Aaron, Geraldine McEwen, I think her name is, as Miriam, and Christopher Lee as Ramses II. I just like that film a bit more. It feels more authentic to the Bible. It feels more human. The sets are simpler but still epic in their own right. And the landscapes are just beautiful. There's excellent performances. Ben Kingsley, honest, he's been involved in 2 other adaptations since Moses. In 2007, there was an animated adaptation called simply The Ten Commandments, and while Christian Slater did an excellent job as the voice of Moses, I think Ben Kingsley could have been so much more than just a narrator. He could have been Moses. He could have voiced Moses as well. He's just that good. And then, of course, there was his appearance in Exodus, which I've not actually seen, but I still feel he would have done a better job than Christian Bale. And I'm not knocking on Christian Bale's performance. He's an excellent Shakespearean actor himself. Just as Ben Kingsley is. I just think Ben Kingsley would have done a much better job. And honestly, you could have done something like Moses the Lawgiver. If you've ever seen that miniseries, well, Moses as a young man, throughout most of it, it's Burt Lancaster playing Moses, but as a young man, it's Burt Lancaster's son playing Moses, and the same thing could have been done for Exodus. Have Ben Kingsley as the older Moses, and he does have a son. I know that. He and him shared a role in the Last Legion. So that could, his son playing him like a character when he's younger. The character of Ambrosius when he's younger, with Ben Kingsley playing the older Ambrosius. Yes, Alex? Yes? Use my hairball. Hmm. Yes, Alex. You know, I've been thinking, since 2012, an Occupy Wall Street type setting has been popular for performances of Jesus Christ Superstar, and I've been thinking, why not do an adaptation of Ben-Hur, kind of like that? Or an adaptation of Barabbas. I mean, obviously, with Ben-Hur have to include years leading up to that specific moment. And I pretty much in general like to look at performances that try something different from the setting. I'm aware that there was a performance of there was a production of Les Mis who latter went for a modern setting, and the revolution was more of a, it was treated like a police riot, but you know, laws meant to put down the June Rebellion. I thought about doing something like that, but writing a story kind of like that, but there's not really a an actual police riot that really captures my imagination. Yeah, there just really isn't one that captures my imagination. Yeah, but there's other type of I don't know, just some of these other ones, I don't know. I know of two productions of Sweeney Todd. One that set it in an insane asylum, with the characters actually being inmates, uh, putting on this performance, and well, when they're not performing, they'd be playing an instrument. And there's another that goes for a 1930s setting, and so I thought to myself, why not a 1930s insane asylum for a Sweeney Todd type story? With all the characters being inmates, but I don't know. I feel like I gotta give everyone a psychosis then. And here's the thing about the original Sweeney Todd, the character. In A String of Pearls, it was just motivated by greed. Plain and simple. What am I, how am I supposed to get a psychosis out derived from that? I have taken I took Introduction to Psychology, but I just don't know. That isn't the direction I was going, wasn't it? Damn itch in the ear. annoying. Um, hmm. No, we're perfectly fine under the canopy. How was it? Oh. I to read more than anything in the world, so do I. Speaking of which, I finished Shardik on Saturday, so I am now currently reading I Am a Barbarian by Edgar Rice Burroughs, not Robert E. Howard. Actually, you know what? Anne's hair kind of looks a bit more red, and it's starting to look a bit more red now than it did earlier in the story. What the heck? I don't know, maybe it's a dark red, her hair. Oh, I guess that's good, at least she's still a redhead. I won't lose it, I promise. Oh, jeez. So, mentioned Ben-Hur recently. Actually going to be, for tomorrow's VTuber stream, I'm actually going to be watching the screen adaptation from 1907 Or was it 1912? No, pretty sure it's 1907. It's nice, it's short, it's public domain. Everything's fine. First screen adaptation I ever saw was the 1959 one with Charlton Heston. Next it was a miniseries from 2010, I think. Then it was the animated Charlton Heston film. Then it was the one from the animated film from the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, you're up to speed. I've seen 4 screen adaptations of Ben-Hur, and I've read the original book by Lou Wallace. Come on. Okay, then. Yeah, this is Pigment Country. Oh, thank God. I don't know, I just really like the title. Ben-Hur, A Tale of the Christ. And yeah, the main character is not Jesus himself, it's Judah. And Jesus doesn't appear a whole lot, and that's really what inspires me. You need to make a figure like Jesus the main character. He can be an important character, he just doesn't have to be the main character or appear a whole lot. Yeah, jeez. And well, obviously I have ideas for stories like that, like obviously To You, Han, A Tale of Mulan. I've also got I've also mentioned one that does the same with Heracles. I don't know who else to do. I want to do something like Prince Valiant, but I don't know. I've looked at the other matters. Charlemagne doesn't interest me. Julius Caesar doesn't interest me. Aeneas doesn't interest me. Alexander the Great doesn't interest me. So, and wait, forgetting two. Athelstan doesn't interest me. Richard the First of England doesn't interest me. So I don't know what to do. Create my own legendary monarch. Could work, and I did like the casting of a black actor as Arthur in the show Cursed. So yeah, maybe something like that. A black Arthur, black Morgana. That was in both in Cursed. Not so much sure about yeah, Black Merlin, obviously from Once Upon a Time. Not so sure about location. I mean, I like I like the casting of a black actress for Guinevere and Merlin, but I also like her being Hispanic in Once Upon a Time. So maybe a Hispanic. I don't know. Definitely a mainland European setting, but I'm not really sure. Um, where exactly? Yeah, I'm really not sure about location. Because, good lord, the world's a big place. We may say it's gotten smaller, but it's still as big as it's ever been. Well, that's all for today, everyone. I'm Brian Croydragon signing out. Stay straight.